Hey guys, this is SunsFan with an update to some of the heroes that were changed in the 6.79 update. Keep in mind that this is not a full list, but rather the highlights. Axe has had a lot of tweaks this patch, but as this is a highlight video, we will focus on some of the changes to Culling Blade. The threshold has been nerfed from 625 to 450, but if you're successful in killing someone with it, then it will not go on cooldown. The speed bonus from Culling Blade has also been improved from 25 to 40%, which by the way is applied to attack speed now as well, and the AoE was buffed from 600 to 900. The mana cost for this has also been reduced from 250 to 180 at its highest level. Among other changes, Call of the Wild has been split into two spells, allowing you to summon your Boar and Hawk independently. Well, Bloodseeker has been talked about to death, so we'll keep this short. As most of you probably know by now, Thirst has been changed quite a bit. The HP threshold has been increased, and speed bonus reduced. But the bonus not only stacks now, but the 522 move speed cap is completely removed, allowing you to speed around the map. Aghanims was a huge change for Brewmaster, but as that was already listed in our Aghanims update video, we'll focus on Drunken Haze, which has now been turned from a single target spell to one with a 200 AoE. Broodmother's Spin Web now has a much larger AoE, being increased from 650 to 900. It also no longer destroys trees, but allows Broodmother to have completely unobstructed movement while under the web, meaning she can walk over cliffs, trees, and everywhere in between. An underrated buff is that Clinx's Searing Arrows have not only been increased in damage, but are no longer blocked by magic immunity. Dazzle's Poison Touch has been reworked to be more of an offensive spell early on, as the damage has been almost doubled to 14, and the slow will last for 3 seconds instead of 1 at level 1. Perhaps not a direct nerf to Huskar, it is a nerf nonetheless. As of this patch, you will no longer be able to orb attack while attack restricted, which for Huskar relates to ethereal form. In layman's terms, this means Huskar will not be able to use burning spears while using Ghost Scepter. Invoker's EMP has been buffed, but the real big change to highlight here is that you will be able to invoke 2 spells with a level 1 invoke. This of course is an increase from 1. Lich has been buffed a decent amount. Frost Armor now has a half effect on ranged heroes. Previously, this had a 0 effect. Also, Sacrifice will no longer deny XP to the enemy, but to counteract this, it will allow Lich to gain XP from the creep, despite the fact that it's an allied unit. Aside from the Aghanims changes to Luna, the big change is to Moonglaves. The damage reduction has been changed from -30% to -35%, but the glaives themselves will now bounce back on the same units even if they've already been hit. Meepo's ultimate now comes earlier as he can skill it at level 4, allowing him to boost his farm potential much sooner. The level 2 ultimate stays the same, as the third is pushed to level 18. Nightstalker's ultimate Darkness now causes enemy vision to be reduced by 25% on a global range. This affects not only heroes, but creeps and wards. Ogre got a little love this patch as the ignite duration has been increased by 1, and now is affected by multicast. When multicast procs, you will send another ignite to a random enemy in a 1400 AoE. For PA, Stifling Dagger now shares the same crit chance as her ultimate Coup de Grace. Among other tweaks, Pudge's highlight is that he can finally use a Blink Dagger. But if you're mean and use it to hook someone onto an unpathable ledge, they will gain free pathing. Pugna has had a lot of little buffs. The cool one to highlight is that his life drain will now start restoring mana to you if you're using it on a full HP hero. Ricky is even more of a creeper this patch, as he can now cast spells and use items while not breaking his invisibility. Shadow Shaman's Serpent Wards have not only been buffed to have 2 extra serpents, but have been reorganized a bit in order to make it easier for people to get ward trapped. Mortal Strike for Skeleton King has been completely removed. To help make up for this, his Vampiric Aura will now have full effectiveness on ranged units. The changes to Slark all revolve around his ultimate Shadow Dance. The duration has been reduced from 5.5 to 4 seconds, and the cooldown increased from 25 to 65. On the other hand, while using his ultimate, Slark can no longer be revealed by True Sight. Spectre's Haunt got a buff as she can now continuously use reality while her ultimate is active. This means she can jump from illusion to illusion with ease. Treant Protector got a lot of changes. Most notably is the nerf to Living Armor, which has been doubled in mana cost from 25 to 50, while the cooldown has increased dramatically at earlier levels. Vengeful Spirit can now join Pudge and the rest of the heroes in being able to purchase a Blink Dagger. This means no more racism in Dota 2. Add Venom to the list of heroes who got a lot of changes. The one we'll highlight is the change to Plague Wards, which now receive 50% of the current level of Poison Sting. Focus Fire, which of course is Windrunner's ultimate, will now remain sticky to the target you cast it on. This means alternating auto attacks is now possible, as you can just resume with the bonus attack speed. Wisp, which I will never call by his other name, has received a nerf in the fact that Tether will no longer stun, but instead apply a minus 100% movement and attack speed slow to enemies. Thanks for watching, guys. As this was a highlight video, we did not go over every change, some of which are very important. If you want a more detailed analysis of the patch notes, be sure to watch the video that includes Purge, Blitz, and myself.